My name is Brittany Bowering. I am a public relations student at Mount Royal University. Basically how we got involved in this event is we have a public relations course, which is event management, and our client was the Calgary Homeless Foundation. So they had an idea to create an event that would actually promote homeless awareness among students. Just basically getting students involved and seeing how we can connect with the homeless and actually make an impact ourselves without necessarily opening our wallet, and more donating our time and donating our minds and just kind of having faith. So this is a flash mob, but the actual event is taking place in the EC building. And we have community partners, people just to kind of promote volunteerism within the homeless community.
How did the idea of the flash mob sort of come about? Whose idea was that?
Well, our event is called, which I don't even think I said, Don't Ignore Me. So that's where this kind of sprang up. We decided that to do kind of a guerrilla marketing tactic would work best just to get people's attention, because that's what we find with homelessness is people are often prone to ignore homeless people on the street, and that's what we wanted to try to get away from. So kind of saying, you can't really ignore us, we're lying right in front of you, that was where the idea of the flash mobs came from.
Personally, what does it mean to you to get involved with this, and what do you think maybe more Calgarians should be aware of as far as this problem goes?
I feel that with the 10-year plan the Calgary Homeless Foundation has created, I feel that there's a lot of doubt within our community, just people not really believing that it's possible to end homelessness. And I think that if we all kind of put our minds together and really focused on the problem and really tried to achieve some results, I think that it would, I think it can work. And I think that what we need to do is just kind of get together and collectively, I think we can really make a difference when it comes to ending homelessness in Calgary.
Mike Grant, I'm in the social work diploma program.
And when you walked in here and you saw the flash mob here, these guys in the sleeping bags, what was your first thought?
I didn't necessarily associate it with homelessness, but once they told me, I thought it's a good thing. I work with a lot of homeless people and people with addiction, so I think it's probably a really good thing that they're raising awareness on these issues.
Calgary is generally considered a fairly wealthy city, and sometimes people may not be as aware of some of the social issues as others, or maybe as they could be. What are your thoughts, I guess, on what we could do better to kind of change some of the social problems in the city?
I think a major thing is providing low-income housing for these people, because it's keeping them off the street, and a lot of the problems associated with criminality and cost to the system. And I also think just kind of reducing the stigma associated with homeless people, and recognizing that they're people too, and that it can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone.
My name is Stephanie Ford, and I'm a second-year social work student. I'll be graduating in April.
Okay. When you heard about this whole Don't Ignore Me campaign that another group of students was putting on, what were sort of your general thoughts?
I think that activism is really important, and the fact that these students put together this project and did a flash mob, and there were so many really innovative and interesting ad campaigns around the school just to get people interested and involved. I think it's great.
A lot of times for social problems, students would love to see change but kind of feel like they don't have the power to make change. When you see this type of thing, what's your reaction to that? Would you like to see more of it? Do you think students can make a difference?
I think when groups of like-minded people get together, then differences do happen. Unfortunately, in the city, it's sort of slow going, but I don't think that should discourage anyone, because even promoting awareness is a huge step forward, especially on issues like homelessness. Yeah.
Last question, what do you think the biggest misconception in Calgary might be about the homeless population?
That's difficult, but I would think one of the biggest misconceptions in Calgary about the homeless population is that people become homeless because they are lazy or they have substance abuse problems. But I think that's just it's unfounded, really. If you take a look at the stats, the majority of people who stay in homeless shelters have jobs and they go to work the next day. They just don't have a living wage, which is a huge problem in Alberta.